Hello and welcome back. My name is Chris and this reading is for the general collective of Gemini. It won't be for everyone watching, so if it resonates with you, please comment below, and if not, feel free to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs for other messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid. Feel free to reverse roles however they apply to you, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss future readings. So, gems, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all of the support and love to all of my new and returning subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are brand new, please check the description box below for my social media links, my websites, and also a link to my new channel, Woo Works LLC. And I'll be doing things like guided meditations and Reiki healing. So if you like that sort of thing, please subscribe over there as well and share with a friend. And if you feel as if these general readings are resonating with you and you'd like to take it a step further, please feel free to take advantage of the half-off discounts I'm offering on all of my private readings this summer until the end of August. So if that is you, I look forward to reading for you. And Gemini, let's get right into it. So we're in the full swing of Leo season. We're also experiencing the energy of the full moon in Aquarius, which is going to be peaking later on this evening around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, or whatever time, depending on where you are in the world. But this combination of energy is exactly the theme of the reading that we're going to do. So obviously, you know, the Leo is symbolized by the Strength card and the Sun card in the tarot. And the energy of the full moon is begging for us to release things that are no longer serving. So in this reading, we'll be finding the courage to pursue your dream by uncovering your fear or insecurity and discovering how you can overcome that using your strength. So I will be using the movie tarot, since Leos are the drama kings and queens of the zodiac in the best way. And it could be for you, about you, for the cross watcher. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Sorry, I'm already stumbling on my words, but yeah, so we're gonna lay it all out here, and then I'm gonna get an archetypes card from Kim Cran's Wild Unknown deck, just to take a look at the general theme of Leo season for you. So what is the dream or the goal, Gemini? What is the insecurity or fear that is holding you back from said goal? What is your strength? And I will not be reading reversals in this reading. How can you use your strength to overcome your fear or insecurity? And what is something you are not currently seeing right now? So, before I flip them over, let's get a general theme from the Archetypes deck, which, by the way, is absolutely gorgeous. I love the backs of the cards just as much as I love all the fronts. So we've got the riddle, Gemini. So when I think of your energy, mercurial energy, I think of the magician. I think of the trickster. I think of, just in general, your bipolarness, Gemini. And again, not a diss, but your ability to represent duality in such a fantastic way. So the riddle popping up kind of makes me laugh. I'm thinking of the Riddler from the Batman movie. I think it was Batman Forever. Excuse me. And Jim Carrey played the Riddler. So let's see. What is the number here? What am I actually looking for? Just bear with me one moment. There it is. Okay, so let's talk about it. The puzzle, the question, the mystery. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer, quote unquote. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may, in fact, be the only reality there is. So perhaps there's some sort of conundrum happening for you right now, Gemini. And sometimes I get this feeling too, like there's something to do, or there's something to accomplish, or there's something to solve, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And it seems really complex, but really it ends up not being so. And I think because I'm a Libra, air signs in general tend to work themselves up into a mental frenzy sometimes, trying to solve the mysteries of the universe. And we end up running around in circles and chasing our tails a lot of times. So anyways, let's get into the tarot and see what this is all about and see how it relates back to the general theme. So first off, what is the dream or the goal? So wow, we've got the Fool, Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. Obviously, we know that Forrest just basically got up and took off running one day, and he just did not stop, okay? And perhaps, Gemini, this could be your need, or your goal in life is to just take off running and to accomplish the things that you want by taking risks and moving things forward in a new, fresh start. So on some level, maybe you just want to start new in work, in a relationship, or maybe things right now are feeling a little up in the air, and the thought of taking a risk or just flying from the hip and doing things willy-nilly might feel extra exciting for you right now. So with the Fool representing your goal or dream, I think that there is some sort of risk or adventure or journey that you're wanting to take the first steps in actually walking that path. Okay, so I love that even though it represents the movie symbolism, I love how they tie it into the actual symbolism of the Rider-Waite deck. And so with this small satchel on Forrest's back and holding the rose, I think there's sort of this blind optimism right now that you want to have, and you want to just trust the universe and know that everything's going to be okay on the other side of that cliff. But I think you might be doing that as a form of escapism in a sense. So what is the insecurity or the fear here? So we have your energy popping up, the Lovers. So Brokeback Mountain is such a great pair to put on the Lovers card, considering as the Lovers is about making a choice. As we know in the movie, these two were, not supposed to be together by all standards in the environment and where they were, and others didn't or wouldn't approve of this union, but they made the choice to be in union anyway. And so we do also know this is divinely guided connection. It's twin flame, soulmate, reunion, or union energy, something that was meant to be. But the thing is like, yeah, we have our destiny, we have things that are fated, but it also requires us to be actively choosing that path consistently. And so I think, Gemini, the fear for you is that consistency. Okay, I think that you like flying by the seat of your pants. I think you like being the type to take risks and just have fun and be jovial and silly and mercurial in your energy. But I think the real fear here is committing or actually following and making this choice to choose love. And whether that's a physical manifestation, like choosing an actual person, or just choosing love in general, and getting comfortable in that consistency of it all instead of trying to run away from it. So what is your strength, Gemini? We've got the Hierophant. So Gemini, I think that's so ironic. Like, we're talking about how you potentially want to run away from love, but your strength is that you are so fucking committed, it's not even funny. So we have Vito Corleone, and obviously the Godfather is very symbolic to someone who is is in control, who is the authority, who is the spiritual advisor, essentially, and the go-to, the person who gets business taken care of. And I think that since this card also represents higher levels of commitment and marriage, I think that deep down, Gemini, the choice has already been made for you. You already know that you're committed. And again, this could be about a specific person or just in general. You already know you're committed, and that is your strength. You are a committed individual. And the fact of the matter is you're one of the few zodiac signs that are capable of balancing that duality within yourselves. And a lot of other zodiac signs don't seem to understand that about you, Gemini. So let's go ahead and see what is the advice on how to overcome that fear. So we have the Sun, again, representing the energy of Leo. This is a yes. This is positivity, optimism, joy, success, and prosperity to come. And so Spirit is telling you that it's time for you to let the light in, Gemini. Stop fooling around and acting as if you're trying to play hard to get or running away from love. You already know that this is something that you definitely want. So Spirit is telling you to shine your light and not be afraid of publicly making it known that you are this dedicated individual, that you do choose love, that perhaps you do want to be in union with someone, with yourself, however this is resonating with you. The hills are alive with the sound of mother effing music, okay? And it's time for you to step out into the field of sunflowers and allow that reality to take shape, okay? There's nothing to actually be afraid of, because as long as you're continuously choosing love in general and you recognize that that is you, that is who you are, that is how you were born into this world, then you can't go wrong. So whatever it is, if you had a question specifically regarding anything and you clicked on this reading and you just needed an answer, the Sun is your answer, okay? So what are you currently not seeing right now, Gemini? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this has come up a lot in these private readings, and we're talking about destiny. We're talking about something that's fated, right? But that you still have to make a choice. So obviously we know, well, hopefully you know by now about Back to the Future, and if you don't, then I'm gonna need you to click off this video immediately and get on Netflix, because the trilogy is on there, okay? And I'm gonna need you to take advantage of that opportunity. One of the greatest movies ever. I love this movie so much. Even though Doc already saw the future, okay, so hopefully you're following along metaphorically. Even though Doc already saw the future and knew what was going to happen, even though you may know that this is a destined path for you and that you're being supported by the universe, Doc still took the necessary precautions when going back to the past to make sure that the decisions that were made were chosen again, so that the future was not altered. So I think really what you're not seeing right now is that your choices are actively affecting where you land on this Wheel of Fortune. Doc's famous statement is, where we're going, there are no roads. And we start the reading off with the Fool. Okay, so I think that this perhaps feeling within you, or this dream or goal to just take off and be free and be risky and trust in the universe, but being scared to actually do that, this is the solidification that you are on your destined path, Gemini, and all of these decisions and energy that you're working through right now is a part of your destiny. But you actively need to choose that and continue to manifest positive thoughts, actions, energy into your environment, because as you know, the wheel continues to keep on turning. And while you may be at the top for a really long time, if you neglect your path, if you neglect your journey and you just think that you can jump off the cliff and say, wee, like fuck it all, you will affect the future. Okay, so yes, things are destined, things are fated, but we have the choice, we have free will. And so I think that What you're not seeing is that this is supported. Whatever this choice is that you need to make, that you're afraid of making, you are being divinely guided and supported by the universe, okay? There is major fortune and success coming for you, but it may require you to close out a difficult cycle of maybe indecision, or maybe just allowing things to just happen and be, when you know you can make active choices to do what it is you want to do and get where you want to get and be who you want to be, Gemini. So very interesting reading. Hopefully it resonated with someone out there. And I'm sorry these readings were a little bit short this time around, guys. I've got a lot of private readings that I'm trying to get caught up on, and I'm just doing my best to manage my time efficiently. But again, feel free to take advantage of the half-price discount on those private readings if you want to dig even deeper. Also, a couple of things, if you haven't already, I urge you to check out the full moon in Aquarius reading that I did for all signs to provide further guidance and clarity. And also at the end of this video, there should be a link popping up for your Leo season reading from last year, 2020. So if you would like to reflect on how far you've come since then, that is an opportunity for you there as well. Other than that, you guys, I hope that you are being safe. I hope you are staying well and that you enjoy the rest of Leo season. And I love you so much. I will see you soon. Bye.